We're back with another unboxing, and today we have got the first Xbox wireless next-gen controller that is not a solid colorway. This is the first one that has a patterned colorway, the Daystrike Camo. Now guys, I've got another Xbox controller hack that I've put at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. But for now, we're gonna get into all the features, check out the colorway, and all the things you need to know about this brand new controller. Right, now I always say this, but I love unboxing controllers and a lot of Xbox products because it's very easy to do. You just take this little bit of plastic here, whip it off, and then turn around the controller, and there you go. Let's get this controller out of the box. We'll just put it here, and I'll show you what's inside the box first, and then we'll go through all the great features that the controller has to offer. All right, first thing you see, batteries. And then we just take the holder for the controller out, and then in here, I mentioned during this when we unboxed the electric Volt, but we've got information on how to use the controller, in case you don't want to listen to me. They've also got like regulatory guide, product guide. I don't read that, but it's good to have that there. And then we've also got another trial for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I'm just gonna leave that there. First person to see that gets it. Note to editor, don't steal it. Right, let's take a look at the controller. This is the first next generation controller that doesn't have a solid colorway, like I mentioned. It has got this amazing, striking camouflage pattern over the front of it. It's got reds, it's got blacks, it's got grays, it's got a great color palette. I think probably the controller that stands out the most out of the new ones released. This next gen controller works on previous Xbox Ones, and it also works on the new generation consoles, which is really useful to have, right? So if you don't have an Xbox Series X or S yet, you can buy this controller, then when you do have it, you can connect it straight away. You connect your controller using the top button here. This is the sync button right here. Once you turn your controller on, you hold it down. If you're connecting it to an Xbox console, wait till it flashes, and then you go over to your console here. You hold this button down, wait till they're both flashing at the same time, and then they'll just connect like that. Happy days. But this isn't the only device that this controller connects to. No. You can connect this controller to Windows 10 PCs or laptops. You can even connect it to your phone if you want to game on the go. But if you like a physical connection, what you can do is you can take the brand new USB-C port at the top here and directly plug it into Windows 10 PC, laptop, or even to your Xbox. If you've got a play and charge kit as well, you can use the USB-C port to charge it as you go. Super useful. Right, so connectivity is great on this. Let's talk about some of the other features. So let's talk about the feel. So if you've never used a next-gen Xbox wireless controller, let me try and describe some of the differences. It's 5% smaller, the controller. Doesn't sound like much, and trust me, it doesn't change it too much. But I mentioned this before, it just kind of helps the feel a little bit. In comparison to some of the older controllers, it just feels like it fits slightly snugger in your hands. Not necessarily that it means it's for smaller hands, but it just kind of feels a little bit more comfortable. You'll know what I mean when you get one yourself. And then when you put your fingers down on it, you'll notice a few texture changes to some previous controllers. So there's a textured grip on the left and the right here for your palms. You can feel that as soon as you hold onto it. And then you'll notice on the top, on the bumpers and the triggers, there's a slight texture grip. Now, if you're like me and you do long gaming sessions and you want to stay on target, these are very useful indeed. Not too many changes to the thumbsticks or the buttons on the A, X, Y, and B, but you will notice a couple of additions around the middle and to the left area. So we've got a brand new D-pad. This is inspired by the Xbox Elite wireless controller, which has a D-pad that you can change out in it, which we like to call a disco ball. It kind of looks a little bit like that. It's got a slightly different feel to it. Very good for navigating menus, fighter games. Maybe you still play FIFA with the D-pad. This is the sort of controller that you need. You'll also notice a brand new button on the controller as well. This is the share button. You see right in the middle here. Now, you probably can guess what this does, but this helps you share all of your amazing moments that you produce on Xbox. So if you've done something really cool in a game, you've got a great goal, got a great frag, managed to set a personal best on the lap, you can just hit this share button and you can set it up to share screenshots, 30-second films, whether it's in 4K, 1080p, whatever you fancy, and then you can directly share that to Xbox Live or maybe even Twitter if you want to. Now, it's not just the Elite controllers that are customizable. You can actually remap all the buttons on this controller using the Xbox Accessories app. I don't know if you guys know that, but you can go in, you can change if you wanted Y to be A and A to be Y, you can go and do that. You can even map your share button to be something completely different. So the world's your oyster. I must say, this is the best looking Xbox controller yet. This slick camouflage pattern over the front, the color palette that's been picked, it's really, really cool. Love like the grays and the blacks, the way that it all comes together. It's a very, very good looking controller indeed. It's really cool to have a pattern in amongst the ranks of controllers. Very cool. All right guys, before I leave you, I've got another Xbox controller hack, but don't tell anyone else, all right? It's really cool. What you do is, we're holding down the Nexus button again, hold it down, wait till you get that sort of vibration from when the menu pops up on your Xbox and it will say turn off console, restart console. Now instead of selecting any of those, press X. Hey, you've put your Xbox in screensaver mode. Happy days. So that's it for another unboxing. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like or a comment down below telling us what you think of this mega cool controller, and we'll see you next time for another cool unboxing. Bye-bye.